A critical habit for SAT writing questions: always read the whole text, but especially read the entire sentence with the blank in it. Don't stop reading halfway through, because that will give you potentially the wrong impression of what's going on and leads you to a wrong answer. And that's what can happen here. So if we read from however, a team led by this anthropologist used the spectrometry to uncover evidence that it was occupied earlier in 1420 CE. If we stop reading here, we might think, either maybe I need a comma here or not, but I need maybe some separation or not, and there's going to be a debate about which of those would be right. But you might be stuck between B and D and sort of maybe settle on choice D or B for one reason or the other, maybe even get stuck between those two. But if we keep reading, what happens? So they used the spectrometry to uncover evidence that it was occupied earlier in 1420 CE. According to Berger, humans were likely inhabiting the area. So we have here a complete sentence. And so if we keep reading, we realize that we have more than one complete sentence here. I've got a complete sentence that I'm going to highlight here. And we have a complete sentence that I'm going to highlight here, including the word earlier. So the most important thing to figure out before we worry about, do I need a comma here? It's what is going to properly connect these complete sentences, because the problem with a choice like B and a choice like D is they lead to comma splices or run-ons. So choice B would be essentially a comma splice. I'm using commas to separate two complete sentences, and that's not good enough unless you have a fanboys conjunction. And D is essentially like a run-on, because there's no comma here. I'm just smushing these sentences together with no attempt at any kind of punctuation. So what's the best way, or what's one common way to connect two complete sentences? Well, you can just use a period. And that's what we have in choice C. So the sentence ends at earlier, and then the next sentence starts with, in 1420 CE, according to Berger, humans were likely inhabiting the area. So actually, kind of makes maybe more sense anyway to have the in 1420 CE with the second part of the sentence rather than with the first part. But in any event, grammatically, the reason why C is right is because we need that period, because I need to separate my complete sentences appropriately. A would not really do the job. Yes, we add a which, but it's essentially a kind of comma splice, and the which is kind of awkward as well. It's not very precise in what the which would be referring to, and just makes the sentence confusing and still grammatically incorrect anyway because of the structure. So best answer here is choice C.